Iron Maiden just gave away several massive hints about the songs they're going to play at their upcoming Run for Your Lives tour. And no, those weren't left out in the open. One of them is buried in a fan club rulebook, and the other ones come from Bruce Dickinson himself. And if those are true, that's going to be a bit of a surprise. Now, I think it's rather obvious, but being a responsible YouTuber and an Iron Maiden fan I just want to point out that this video may contain up to 3 songs Iron Maiden might play at their upcoming Run for Your Lives tour, so if you absolutely hate spoilers and discussions like these, just skip it. But also, in all fairness, this may not even be true, as these speculations are purely based on the hints Iron Maiden purposefully left for us to discover. And we all know they just simply love leaving those clues for their fans before each of their tours. So, let's do it. The first and the most vague of the hints we're going to discuss today is buried in the Iron Maiden's First to the Barrier fan rulebook, which the band has sent out to all of the Iron Maiden fan members a couple of weeks ago. And now, in one of the pages on the website, there's a rather extensive Q&A section, which most normal people would never read. But we all know that heavy metal fans are a slightly different breed, aren't they?
Yes, that's true.
And so in the section asking fans not to film the show on their phones, of which by the way we'll talk in a moment, the band writes, "Come the last song. Can you guess what it is? By all means, fill your boots. But until then, let's be more mid-80s about our concert-going experience, shall we?" Which, of course, could mean a lot of things, given "fill your boots" is an expression. But at the same time, it's rather weird that the band specifically emphasized on guessing the last song, spoke about being mid-80s, and specifically highlighted the "fill your boots" phrase. Which of course for many fans can mean one and only one song.
Birmingham, if you're gonna die, die with your boots on.
And now here's the thing, at least to me, when I first saw it, the thought of "Die with your boots on" as a concert closer for the Run for Your Lives tour was a rather strange one. At least on the first thought, I couldn't really see how it could possibly work. I mean, Iron Maiden did perform this song more than 300 times in their career, but not even once as a concert closer. But then, just to play the devil's advocate, I have to point out that "Die with Your Boots On" has a very killer opening riff. And in addition to that, in case you didn't know what that phrase actually means, to die with your boots on meant dying with honor while still doing your job until the very end. And for Iron Maiden, who against all odds are about to celebrate their 50th anniversary as a band, having this song on their setlist might actually be somewhat of a statement that they will continue doing what they love the most until the very end. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that it could actually work. And if there's one band on the planet who could turn a song like "Die with Your Boots On" into an epic while playing it live, it definitely is Iron Maiden. Oh, in addition to that, as a Ukrainian, I simply have to point out that in Iron Maiden's official Peace of Mind comment book last year, the section with "Die with Your Boots On" was actually dedicated to Ukraine and our ongoing fight for freedom. And although of course I do understand that this has nothing to do with this song being included in the band's setlist, as a Ukrainian, still I would freaking love to hear it being played live on the upcoming tour. Oh, and by the way, real quick talking about that First to the Barrier rulebook. What I absolutely loved about it is that in that use of phone section, the band is doing exactly what I've been rooting for quite a while now on this show, and pretty much everyone who is not new here knows about it. Iron Maiden are having an adult conversation with their fan base, and most importantly, the most dedicated and loyal fan base about use of phones in the first rows at the venue, specifically asking them to be responsible and not film every song they are going to play, and even more, encouraging everyone else to ask their peers to do the same, not banning the phones, not putting any restrictions on it, but rather openly and clearly asking their fan base to be polite about it. And as much as I'd like to see as many videos as possible from that tour, I really hope that Iron Maiden fans will hear the band on this question.
If you're gonna die, die.
Now, talking about the second big clue, which in my opinion is way less vague and much more straightforward, and which comes straight from Bruce Dickinson himself. In a recent Q&A section at MI, Bruce Dickinson was talking about on-stage influences like Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson and Deep Purple's Ritchie Blackmore, when he casually dropped something like this.
If not for some of them, we may have never seen you in a bird mask.
A bird mask. If oh yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I've got to get that mate. Oh, I must phone up my costume girl and say, can you make me another bird mask, please? I mean, the last one I think got eaten by a cat or something.
Well, if you know, you know. And in case you don't know, in the world of Iron Maiden, the bird mask is used for one thing, and one thing only. When Iron Maiden perform Power Slave live. And if Bruce Dickinson suddenly needs a new bird mask, well, that most likely means that it is time for Pharaoh to die again.
Tell me why I had to be a power slave.
And the last but definitely not the least one on the list comes from the Bruce Dickinson promo video for the Brazil show, in which he openly and bluntly says that he will be doing revelations on stage.
I'm coming back, and I'm going to be crying the tears of the dragon with you, and things. I'll be making some revelations. Oh, what have I just said? Oh my God.
Now, I think pretty much everyone can agree that this is a rather straightforward hint, which means that revelations will be on the setlist. But there is a problem with it. This video was of Bruce Dickinson promoting his solo tour. And if we take a look at the tour dates, the September 7th show he is talking about in this video is that of the Mandrake Project tour, which means that unless Iron Maiden miraculously announced the South American dates for the Run for Your Lives tour for this year, which we all know is very unlikely, means that Bruce Dickinson will include the song Revelations into his solo act. And which most likely also means that Revelations will not make it into the Iron Maiden setlist for the Run for Your Lives tour. Of course, to a huge regret of many Iron Maiden fans. But nevertheless, what do you guys personally think about these hints? And most importantly, what do you think about the first to the barrier one? As that one is the most tricky of all. Please let us know in the comments. Oh, and a huge thank you to all the Metal Pilgrims who will be attending the Run for Your Lives tour in the Metal Pilgrim merch. Honestly, your representation of the show on this tour means the world to me. And I hope to get to meet some of you guys very, very soon. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and we will prevail. Slava Ukraini!